Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here along with my brother Brent. We've got some incredible UFO sightings that have been captured by the Stereo Telescope, a satellite out there trying to capture solar images and the Leonard Comet as it passes by Venus. Something spectacular is captured within the lens, and we're watching it right now with you. Welcome everybody to Third Phase of Moon. Buckle up, let's get to it. You're looking at something that is out of this world, and we're going to go into detail in regards to the phenomenon that we're looking at. So far we don't have an explanation, but as we look closer, we see some kind of parachute kind of come out from behind the flashing orbs. Is this some kind of celestial event? And as I'm getting a closer look at it, look at the shockwave coming in from a pinpoint white dot that appears to form this parachute-shaped kind of deflection device. And then behind it, we see what looks to be a massive flying disc. Now, what we're looking at is beyond bizarre, and we're so happy to share it with you tonight. Again, let's look at this all together. Get your friends on, share this link to everybody. This one's a big one. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here? This is absolutely incredible. Captured earlier this year, and we're looking at it once again. An incredible sight to behold. Again, that's the Leonardo Comet as it flies by Venus, but what we're looking at is something far more crazy. What is going on in space in our solar system? Again, the parachute-shaped formation coming from a pinpoint, and as we zoom in closer, we see again this thing that resembles some kind of massive disc just hanging there. And let me give some credit where credit's due. This came in from Adam Lawrence Foreman. He reached out to us. He gave us the coordinates, the website, what you need to do to punch in to look at this evidence. And we're going to be supplying all that to everybody in the description below. We want to share everything, the credits and the source of the information. And this is coming in from NASA themselves. And right now we're reaching out to the administrator of this website and an official at NASA to see if they could explain what's really going on. Will they give us a straight answer? I'm not exactly sure. But again, the parachute-shaped object coming from a pinpoint, and then this craft. I got Brent here. He's standing by. He's got some things to say. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, Blake, this is incredible. What's interesting about this is that we broke this news about maybe 4 to 5 years ago of this wheel, the people dubbed the Ezekiel's wheel, that traversed again next to Venus. Now we're seeing something more suspicious. We're just speculating here. We don't know what's going on, but there is some sort of enigma, a phenomenon that's happening as we see the wheel come into scope, and then this kind of like a shock wave that kind of hits towards Venus. Some people might take note as well when we see the open shot that there is a solar flare coming in from the left to right, and then again we see the umbrella shockwave take effect. Is this some sort of protection if there was a spacecraft out there protecting itself from a solar flare? Some people might say that, but this is interesting indeed. We don't know what's going on here. We're just looking at the evidence as it came in today. And this is amazing, this close-up of the point of where this shockwave emits from, and then there to the right, this whatever it looks like, a spacecraft with a dome. This is incredible, Blake.
Absolutely. And then again, these solar winds that are projected towards the craft, Venus and the comet. But again, we have highlighted with the arrows of the craft coming in from behind and then following and escorting this craft, releasing this, again, shockwave, as Brent calls it. And right now we're just speculating, but this is something very strange. We even asked a physicist that sits on Third Phase of Moon from time to time, Alex, and right now he doesn't know exactly what's going on. We're thinking we're going to be sharing this with Avi Loeb and again NASA and see if we could find out what's going on here. And it's good to collaborate with people within the field of academia to ask the big questions, and that's what we're here for. And again, this has just come in just a few hours ago, and we're sharing it with you. And again, this close-up of this massive craft, if we're going to speculate on how large it is, it's hard to get scale. Apparently, these lenses are put into infinity mode, so whatever it is, it's all within the lens of the capture that goes into the processing board to analyze these JPEG photos. I'm not exactly sure. I think there was over 200 photographs that makes this film as I present this slideshow. Basically, it's just a slideshow stitched together into this moving reel. But again, I ask you guys, what the heck is this parachute, this shockwave captured by NASA cameras in stereoscopic technology here? You can almost see the three-dimensional object right there, the circle saucer. It's right there in front of your face. Now, we even have more UFO videos for you, so buckle up, take a look at this, guys.
Può cifrarlo che? Può cifrarlo che?
All right, we're looking at this once again, and this is an incredible capture. Whatever it is, it's really amazing to see, and I love the way the camera person backs it up side by side comparison to some kind of industrial rig, or is that a mountain there? I'm not exactly sure, but what this golden object represents almost looks like a scout walker walking on water. I don't know, this is kind of crazy, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what this is. Could it be a refraction of light on some oil rig? It's a possibility, but again, I'm not seeing these kind of videos every day. This kind of is an original one. Brent, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely sharing it right here because we don't know what it is. Look how far back he pulls back, and then we get the close-up. Yeah, seeing that ridge there on the right, we don't know what that is. Could it be? It's definitely larger than an oil rig. I'm ruling more so that it's a mountainside, some sort of island out there. Here on the left, this brilliant golden structure or craft is amazing. Yeah, Blake, we don't get these kind of UFO videos very much, so that's what we're sharing right now. What's that thing on the left? It's glinting, some sort of other pillar on the side. Could this be a perfect effect of maybe the sun hitting a structure and illuminating this object? Or could it be something more mysterious, otherworldly, or a USO? This is good stuff, and that's why we're sharing this. And it's an enigma, a phenomenon, weather phenomenon, perhaps, or something more strange.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind of object this could be, what kind of structure. Some people might say, I'm not exactly sure, what do they call it? Fata Morgana? Something along those lines, where it looks to be some kind of mirage, creating this atmospheric kind of distortion in the lens as it is captured within the camera, and the atmospheric distortion over the water. This could be that phenomenon, but again, this brilliant golden colors. What is the source of the metal that would be creating this kind of fraction of light, this golden brilliant color? I don't think they're painting their oil rigs with gold leaf paint, in my opinion. This is kind of strange stuff.
Yeah, Blake, it almost looks like the James Webb telescope. You can almost see the golden lenses and mirror effect that they actually painted the lenses with. It matches perfectly, just throwing it out there.
So yeah, gold rigs are painting their oil rigs with gold leaf paint or gold? I don't think so. what's going on here is definitely bizarro. Guys, I want to get your comments as we start rolling the next set of UFO videos, because it's important that you share your opinions and your thoughts on the videos we're sharing with you. It really helps the algorithm, so don't forget to hit that thumbs up and leave your comments. Now, let's roll the next video right now. Watch this. So let's roll that again. I love it when live broadcast news breaks UFO news while they're pretty much sharing information to the world in real time, and then an anomaly is captured in the background. It's hard to dismiss these videos in regards to whether this is legit or not. This absolutely is being captured on live television. Whatever this disc-shaped object is, resembles a Tic Tac, in my opinion. And again, this is captured in real time. You see the thunderstorms in the background there, and then this Tic Tac thing just comes zooming across way too fast to be a drone, in my opinion, or any kind of aircraft. We're not seeing any wings on it, any means of propulsion. It resembles a Tic Tac, in my opinion. Brett, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, this one's pretty nuts, Blake. Look at that thing. It's hauling ass, and it just seems to be moving without a wake behind it, which is pretty peculiar. Usually behind a jet or a plane, you'd see some sort of trail behind it, a thermal trail. This thing seems to be just tracking on its own, very straight. Look at that thunderstorm. I pretty much think the news company there was trying to focus on what was happening over the city, and then this just appeared out of nowhere. They didn't see it coming. I'm glad there was eagle-eyed people. Jaime Musan sent this to us to take a better look at this and share it with the American audience. This is badass.
Absolutely. And again, Brett, this thing is booking it. And I like that Jaime sends us his stuff so we could get the American audience's opinion. But as we look at it a little closer, I like that it has this white sheen on top and the black underbelly on it. This really gives a really good close-up of whatever this craft is. And we've got more for you, so watch this. Roll it again. Multiple objects just hovering there. People are pulled over on the side of the freeway. They can't explain what they're looking at. Multiple objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or so that we see in that quick pull out. But what is it is the question. That's what we're here for. We're trying to find out what the answers are to the biggest questions we want to know. Are we alone? Well, I believe we're not. Something's happening in our skies, and we just want to find out what the phenomenon is. The side-by-side comparisons, each object has its own unique features and characteristics about it, but I like the way people are pulling over on the side of the freeway to capture the phenomenon. Quite dangerous to do. I don't recommend it, but you know, when you see something like this, a fleet in the sky of these stationary objects just remaining there, it's hard to not get into crazy mode and pull out your cameras and start filming this. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, definitely it caught their attention. This is huge. The comparisons, look at everyone seems to be different. They're not like a balloon where they all matched up. You just saw the framing right there. Each one is unique, and that's why this is awesome video. They're huge. They look like the size of cars just floating in the sky, all lined up, and they just seem to be hovering there. I can imagine driving on the freeway and seeing this. I would pull over too, even under the circumstances, to get something that might be once in a lifetime event.
Absolutely, Brian. And right now, it's hard to explain exactly what's going on here. And the phenomenon continues. People have their eyes on the skies, and so does NASA at points. But what we're looking at here, again, looks like a fleet of UFOs. They're unidentified flying objects. They're not moving at extraordinary rates of speeds. They're not doing the tic-tac thing, but still, it's very peculiar. And they don't resemble any kind of balloon that I'm aware of or drones. They just have their own unique features, as we see in this side-by-side comparison of 4 of them there. So, again, interesting stuff. But I think the breaking news tonight is this stereoscopic imagery coming in as the Leonardo comet flies by Venus. There's something else. This people dub the Ezekiel's wheel, but then what's crazy is this pinpoint object creating this shockwave. Watch it again here. Let's see this again. Look at this shockwave as the tail passes right underneath it, including the solar winds from left to right. Is this some kind of deflection going on to protect a craft unknown in our solar system? Again, let's get a closer look. And there it is, the shockwave umbrella, whatever you call it, coming from a white pinpoint and then accompanied by this huge craft of what looks to be, plain as day, a huge flying disc. Brent, any last thoughts on this incredible capture in our solar system here?
Yeah, absolutely. This is incredible. What we're doing right now is sharing it to the public. I'm sure we're going to get some answers. We're reaching out to the biggest people in the world, and we'll see if they have the answers. NASA, if they could explain this. But we're allowing the public, you guys, to figure this out. If we find out what this is, we'll be sharing it tomorrow. But right now, this really remains a big mystery. I'm just still stunned about what I'm looking at here. Again, what's that flashing? We didn't bring that up earlier. The flashing lights where the wheel appears behind it. That's still a question to be answered as well. Some people might say it's a satellite or maybe the International Space Station or planet itself, but that's curious. This close-up, again, really gives detail of this disc-like shape, what people dubbed the Ezekiel's wheel when we broke this out about 3 or 4 years ago. This is awesome stuff.
That's why we're doing it, Brandon. Appreciate you joining me tonight on this kind of breaking news of what NASA has just captured with their stereoscopic technology. Will they tell us what's going on? Or will they keep us in the dark? Whatever it is, that's why we're putting it out there, getting the information out as fast as possible. Hey, everybody, we're going to be still standing by for more information before the year's out. So in the meanwhile, you guys have a great night. And I want to tell you, don't forget, we're not alone. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. We'll see you next time.
Looking around, thinking it's only you. Only to find we're many more than a few. Where do they lie? How come we seldom see them? Right in between the lines is where they reside. No reason to fear, we know who's here. The narrative falls, trickle through the years on everyone. solid system. No more lies rolling through the haze. History worth mention. We're not alone, as many believe. We're not alone, as many believe.
I hope you guys enjoyed this special episode right here at Third Phase of Moon. And if you've enjoyed the music, hey, look, we got the album out. It's called Third Phase of Moon, Behind the Veil. It's streaming on all audio platforms.